Hello there my YouTube friends. So today is another day for one of my Cancer Chronicle updates for you guys.
I will fight just to survive. I won't be denied. I'm a warrior inside.
It's the 9th of August and I actually saw my proper consultant today, Miss Oozeer. Never seen her for a long time. I've always been seeing some of our registrars for quite a while. This was the first time I've seen her in a long time, and it was really great to sort of catch up with her again and have a chat, because she's always very forthcoming with information for us. You know, she's always gives us not so much what I need to hear, but what has to be told. Yeah, and it's always good when it comes down to stuff like that. You know, you need somebody that's good, but she's got a great bedside manner as well. You know, she's really friendly, really polite, and you can have a good laugh with her. You know, and that's what you need when you're dealing with what you're dealing with and what she deals with on a daily basis. You know, she's obviously dealing with people with cancers on a daily basis. You know, that's got to be hard. So, like I say, I was there today. I explained a few things to her about the smelling of the tabs in my nose all the time, and she's basically didn't seem concerned about that at all. Like, that must be something that's very normal for somebody that's had sort of basically that area burned, technically speaking. You know, that's what I've had that area burned, so she's not so worried about that. I did tell her something that which you guys don't know about yet, because it's not something I've actually mentioned as of yet, and that is, at the moment I have a feeling where the nose and throat meet, like there's almost like a mucus thingy stuck there that I can't swallow. I can't like it up to get rid of it, to take it down. I can't swallow it. It's literally just trapped right on the edge where the nose and throat meet. You know, and it's not a very nice sensation to have there, because I'm constantly trying to swallow it to get rid of it, and I can't, because it's stuck there. You know, I told her about that, and she basically said, right, can I have a look? She's got a sort of the wooden spatula things that she holds the tongue down with, and she said, yep, I can see it, I can see one there. She's just give me 2 seconds. She went rifling through one of her drawers and pulled out these very thin, very lethal looking pair of scissors, and I was like, oh shit, I don't like the idea of this. You know, I hope you've got a bloody steady hand. But because she puts it in, it's right at the back of the nose and throat, which is not a nice sensation, guys. You know, you gotta realize that you know, you hit that type of area, it's either you're gonna either have a gag reflex, or you're gonna have the reflex of wanting to swallow. You know, and she was right next to me friggin' throat, and she basically grabs it with the things and just basically pulls it off. Yeah, which again wasn't a nice sensation, but at least it was removed, which sort of felt a little bit better. And then she also told us that I need to start doing like my own sort of thingy of putting salt water and bicarbonate of soda and stuff like that in the water, and then sort of thingy to open my nose in order to try and clear the nasal and throat passage, you know, to keep that sort of cleared up a bit, and hopefully it won't happen too often, you know, where I'll get a sort of blockage like that. She also gave us the ideas of some of the things that I need to be watching for in order for the idea of the growth, which is basically one side of my nose or both sides of my nose becoming blocked up again, bleeding from the nose, which is what was happening right near the sort of end when I eventually got sorted out with what it was. So all those type of things I need to watch out for. She gives a few others to watch out for. Like I say, we just had a good night and sort of we got on about the feelings. You know, am I feeling any different towards things? Is anything different? You know, she asked my wife, and my wife basically broke down and had a few tears, saying that she finds things really hard. In fact, that she finds it harder than what I do. You know, that her and the kids sort of aren't coping with it as well as what I seem to be coping with it. You know, which isn't sort of, it isn't a nice thing to hear. You know, when you think to yourself, they could have approached me at any time about any of it, which she mentioned, said, you know, he's that thing that you can approach him with any of it and he's not bothered in the slightest little bit. It doesn't affect him, it doesn't worry him, it doesn't faze him. Yeah, but it is affecting us. So she was told about the Macmillan nurses and getting in touch with them, and maybe even going and getting in touch with Maggie's or something like that to see if they can help her in any way, shape or form that way. So yeah, again, I had sort of the camera shoved up both sides of my nose for her to have a good look, and she's basically telling us, look, I can't see anything from here. But again, it is very, very difficult to see the lump from this angle anyway. So, you know, it's the scan that shows things up better. In the last couple of scans you've had, everything's been dormant, everything's been fine, so we don't want to sort of push things and potentially start things off if we don't need to. You know, we'd rather just let things lie and see what happens. And if you start noticing anything at all, you get in touch with us immediately. We'll have you back in straight away. We'll get you under a scan, and we'll obviously have a look at your nose first to see if we can see anything. But if not, we'll get you in for a scan, because obviously your nose is still sort of gone smaller inside. You know, the whole of the nostril is actually smaller and still inflamed, even though this is like got a heck of a long time doing the line since I had the actual sort of chemo radiotherapy. Yeah. But as far as she's concerned, everything's cushy, everything's sort of still going along and tickety boo. Yeah, she loves my mental attitude towards everything. She actually thinks that I've got an absolutely crazily mentally positive mental attitude that just really works. She's actually asked, said that they're running a few events during September of this year, and she's asked if I would be willing to go down and sort of speak at these events to see if I can help anybody else. And I said, look, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a big step outside my comfort zone for sure. It's going to be a big step outside my comfort zone, because I'm a very shy guy. Yeah, making these videos is not too bad, because technically speaking, I'm on my own talking in my camera, and I'm not face to face with you. You know, I don't get to see you. I don't get to see how you look or any faces that you're pulling or anything else like that. So when you're in front of people, then I'm going to see their reaction, you know, and it's going to be a lot more difficult to do when I'm seeing somebody's reaction to it. So, but I said I would do it definitely, yeah, if it's going to potentially help anybody else, potentially look at things a different way or change their attitude towards it, then if I can do that, that is what it's all about. That's why I make these bloody videos for a start, you know. So yes, definitely I would do it, no doubt about it. Now you can see I'm in the car. Yeah, so you may be wondering why the hell I'm in the car, not speaking to you from the man cave. It's because I'm actually now sat waiting for my appointment to go in and have some more physio done. I've got back in touch with Carl, the lad that I originally worked with before I went to see the hospital's physio or the doctor's physio. I've gone back to him to see if he can break down the area itself, because I'm having trouble doing it. You know, I can't exactly get at my own shoulder properly and couldn't apply enough pressure on that would I to break it down. So I decided to come back to see Carl, get him to work on the area, try and break it all fully down and see where we go from there. So that's why I'm here, guys. That's why I'm sat in the car. Yeah, if I get the chance at some point, I may add to this video what happened with Carl and just how painful it was, because I'm expecting this one to be really painful, because already my shoulder is like sore to start with, and even for me, the pressure that I can apply to it, it's sore, you know, it is a sore thingy. So I'm expecting this one to be a pretty brutal friggin' session with him. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to get it as best I can healed, so I can get back to training properly and fully. So anyway, guys, if I put extra in, then you'll see it straight after this bit. If not, I'll catch you in the next one, guys. This is Beard and Nerdy Off. For the time being, I'm out here. So here's the little update for you guys. I've just been in to see Carl, and though say no pain no gain, well, I've got to get some gains from this one, because I've just went through a lot of pain. I mean, Carl's actually said he can't believe I must have a massive pain threshold, because of what he's put me through. The 90s would have had most people friggin' crawling out and on the floor and crying and all sorts. He says, because it's just, he's been using his thumb because it's such a small area to get into, and then he's actually used his elbow and been in with his elbow, as well as using the needle and doing acupuncture and just literally finding it and finding the exact spot. And when he hits it, oh my god, it was like he knows straight away, because my whole body just sort of like immediately reacts to it. It's like, bah! You know, it is just a massive amount of pain when he hits the area, and when he's going through it with his elbow, and he's going through it with his palm, and he's going through it with his freaking thumb and stuff like that. It's such a small area that he's hitting, where the pain is, that it is just intensely painful when he hits it. And he knows when he goes over it, because you can feel it. You know, it like jumps across the bone where the one piece that needs to be broken down is, and he's really sort of pummeled into it tonight to try and break it down. And now literally that motion there alone just is painful. You know, it's painful just to move it anywhere also. And I'm going to try and drive home now, so that's going to be fun. Especially as this is one that you have to change gears with, you see. So I'm going to be in pain all the way fucking home. Lovely jubbly. And we'll see how it goes. I'll get up tomorrow and see how it feels tomorrow. If I feel like I can push a bit of blood through it by picking up very, very light weights, then I will do that. I'll go to the gym and I'll push a bit of blood through just to help the healing process again. If it's still as painful as what it is right now, I'll give it a rest. I will let it have that period of time to heal up a bit before I start trying to push anything blood through it and do anything stupid. I may end up having a hot bath or something tonight to literally try and sort of open out the area and allow blood. I don't quite know what happened there. Something happened with my phone and it decided to go all loopy, but never mind. So anyway guys, like I say, God only knows how long it's going to take to heal up. God knows how many times I'm going to have to go to see him in order to get it to heal up. I'm hoping it doesn't take too many sessions, you know, because I'm paying for it, you know, but it'll be worth it if it heals it. At the end of the day, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth all the pain I'm going through. It'll be worth the money that I pay to get it done. You know? It's not expensive as such, you know. It's basically he's a lad and he's doing it slightly cheaper for me, because obviously he knows my situation. I go to the same gym as him, you know, so he knows us from the gym, so he's sort of he's giving it slightly cheaper than what he would normally have to pay, which is, it's fantastic for me, you know. He's a really, really good bloke, and I can't thank him enough for what he's doing to try and help us, even though I'm paying for it. But he's still doing what he can, and he's sort of scratching his head at times, going, I can't understand what's going on here and why we haven't managed to get this thing, you know. This is unreal. But now we've pinpointed such a small area, and I mean, it literally, the area is the size of the top of his thumb now that we've got it down to. Whereas when I first started having the issue, it was like the whole area we were having to work, because it was the whole area that seemed to be quite sore. Now we've got it down to literally like a thumb size area on us that needs to be worked at. So, you know, we're pretty much getting there, and hopefully it'll not take long before we'll have it sussed and we'll have it fixed, and I won't then have any more issues with my shoulder, hopefully. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Those that have watched, please comment down below if you want to ask us anything, and I'll get through it with you. If I remember, not so much if, I will do my best to remember to put Carl's details down, so if anyone's from the northeast area and would like to get in touch with them about getting some work done, you know, yes, it can be painful, but at the end of the day, if you've got an issue with somewhere, it's better to get it sorted out than let the issue lie for too long and end up in worse pain again. You know, he will be hands-on, and he will literally work that area and get it sorted out for you as quick as he possibly can. He's not the type to drag it on and drag it on and drag it on. He will get in there, he'll work it, and if he can fix it in the first session, in one session, that's exactly what he'll do. He'll fix it in one session if he can. You know, if he can't, then he'll just ask you to come back for another session, and he'll try and get them done as quickly as possible. Some people he has ongoing because they have issues where they constantly need to have work done on them, and he's got those guys that he works with as well. So if you've got issues like that, you can still do that type of thing as well. So anyway guys, like I say, comment down below. I'll I won't try. I will do my best to remember to leave his details in the sort of description box below, so check it out if you want to have a look. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. This is the Bearded Nerdy Oaf. I am out.
So what I believe you were trying to say is thank you.
Thank you?
You're welcome.
What? No. I didn't. I wasn't. Why would I ever say that? I mean,
Okay.